I believe it's important to have faith in God, or at least have faith in something that can help pull you through a crisis, no matter how small or large that crisis may be. To understand why faith is so important to me, I'll begin with a story that led up to the time when I first heard those words. It's a boy, 5 pounds, 9 ounces. Who would have ever thought I would be a mom is what came to my mind when I found out I was pregnant. It still feels as if it were yesterday. The very first words I heard from my doctor are the words a mother never forgets. It looks as if you're having a miscarriage, were those exact words. That was a moment my whole world became small. So small, it felt as if there was not enough air for me to breathe. And at the same time, my eyes were like waterfalls. This is exactly what it must have looked like while driving home with my stepson sitting next to me in the passenger seat, as he's curious to why I can't stop crying. I cannot even begin to tell you how other mothers feel when they find out they're pregnant. However, all I knew at that moment was how much I really wanted this baby. At the same time, I didn't know what to do. I received comfort from everyone, but in all reality, it was now in God's hands whether my baby would survive. Faith was the only thing I could grab hold of, and so I prayed. So for several weeks I had to go into the doctor's office to have my blood drawn for testing. All I knew was if the numbers were getting higher, it was a good thing, and if they were getting lower, well, that was a bad thing. Let's just say I was fortunate because my numbers were getting higher. I was officially given a due date, which was set for March 18, 2004. I couldn't even begin to tell you how excited I felt, and most importantly, how thankful to God I was. The next several months, 36 weeks to be exact, I experienced pregnancy. I was fortunate because I had the best pregnancy ever. I never experienced morning sickness, and my energy level was at its highest. I want to say that it takes days, or even an entire pregnancy for a mother to name her baby, but I knew right away when I found out I was having a boy. Eric Jonathan Kunze. It was the most perfect name for my baby boy. February 21st was the day of my baby shower, which family and friends loaded baby Eric and I with plenty of gifts. I was definitely feeling blessed. In exactly 1 month, I would be holding baby Eric in my arms. However, Eric had different plans because at 5 a.m. in the morning, my water broke. I cannot speak for all moms, but I've seen enough movies where families go insanely crazy when a mother's water breaks. However, my husband, totally the opposite, as he's patting the bed. "You're fine, sweetie. Come lay next to me." I'm glad he did, though, because I was able to get a couple of hours sleep. And when I had awakened, we were on our way to the hospital. We had checked in around 1 in the afternoon, and by exactly 7:04 p.m. on February 22nd, 2004, Eric Jonathan Kunze had made his presence. 5 pounds, 9 ounces, and 19 inches in length. Eric and I were doing great. Life was good. 2 months later, after giving birth to baby Eric, my world felt small again. So small, I couldn't breathe, and my eyes were like waterfalls once again. Baby Eric was rushed in an ambulance to Children's Hospital where he was diagnosed with pertussis. There's nothing in the world that can make a mother feel so helpless than to see her baby sick. Half a month, Eric stayed in the hospital, and once again, God was on our side, because Eric was slowly getting better and was sent home. He went back for surgery at 4 months old, but ever since then, he's been the healthiest baby boy ever. My personal story is not to sadden you, but to give light on how important it is to keep having faith, no matter how little or large that situation may be. It's a boy, 5 pounds, 9 ounces. Who would have ever thought I would be a mom? He's 12 now, and he's been my biggest accomplishment, and yet he'll never know how much I truly love him. Most importantly, he'll never know how much faith I had in God the day I found out I was pregnant.